all right. We have just enough time for a mic check this morning. Well, pretty dunce is a term once considered an insult. However, in recent years, some young women have begun to reclaim and even embrace the label, even using it as a badge of honor.
Really?
Phrases like, might not have no subject, but at least me cute.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It reflects a trend where looks are prioritized over academic achievement. In this mic check, we're going to explore the rise of pretty dunce culture. Why is this mindset gaining currency? And what does it say about societal values today? Let's check it out.
Wow.
I think we need to have a discussion about how destructive pretty dunce culture is. Like, for young girls to think that being pretty dunce is a flex is just beyond me. Being pretty with no substance, being pretty with no depth, being pretty with no integrity, being pretty with no eloquence, being pretty with no class, being pretty with no balance. They are just pretty. Just pretty, and that is it. Pour into yourself. Fill yourself up. Feed your energy and your aura. That's what's undeniable. That's what shifts rooms. You get what I'm saying? Go read a book. Go read. Go pray. Go learn how to pray. Go meditate. Go touch grass. Go serve. Go give. Go help people. Pour into others. The discussion needs to be had because the past 10 years, because them floodgates on social media, just have these young girls just thinking that you should just be out here being pretty. And just fool. Women are leaders of society. How are we supposed to lead them with dunce?
Wow. Tosh Alexander spoke. I wasn't aware that pretty dunce was a flex. Because the fact that dunce involved just says to me that I need to repel this. I need to move from it. And you're pretty, but you're not a subject like, and that's a flex for people now.
Yeah.
I don't know, and that's why sometimes I'm so worried about the dispensation that we're in right now, because a lot of young girls will see these things and think it is the way to go, because fortunately or unfortunately, some of these so-called pretty dunces or persons who champion these things are the ones that are popular, the ones that are always on their phone, the ones that are in their face, and then when they see them, they think this is something to aspire to, which it is not, because at the end of the day, looks will not last forever, and beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So you might think you're so cute, and to somebody else you're not. And in any event, being pretty with no character, with no value, with no subject, your head just empty, so like where that I go? I've seen many pretty girls with nothing in their heads, and you don't want to know where they are today.
You know,
looks fade.
Yeah. But there are certain things that you as a woman can say on this issue that maybe if I say it, they're going to come for me on social media.
No, but you're an objective person.
Right. I mean, as someone who has had to deal with this issue as a teacher of young ladies for a long time, it's something that I've had to confront. I've often said, I've often said, don't focus on being a hot girl right now. Like, your motivation should not be, your greatest achievement in 5th, 6th form shouldn't be, oh, I'm a hot girl, or you're at university, I'm a hot girl, or you're one of the party girls, or you're one of the it girls. I think the issue is there's nothing wrong with being a hot girl and party and and embracing
but there's a time and place for that.
But the thing is that do you put it above everything else?
And is that your only claim to fame?
Exactly.
Because then the truth of the matter is there are pretty girls who have their subjects, who are very accomplished, who are very achieved, who are doing great things, who are doctors and lawyers and teachers, accountants.
Even on social media, a lot of the
pretty girls
pretty girls, they'll put it in their bio right up at the top.
Yeah.
Master's degree, bachelor's degree, certified this, that,
PhD or whatever.
Because they want you to know I'm not just a pretty face.
So to be pretty without more is pointless to me.
But we should all be pursuing substance internally. What is it? What do we look like on the inside?
And
I think that is something that we can't understate the importance
Yeah,
of it.
absolutely, because your character will matter more than your outward appearance, right? And I know it is real that people, quote unquote, like pretty things, right? And a lot of people will see pretty girls and think, oh, you know, yeah, man, they have pretty privilege, and it's real,
Yes,
okay?
yes, that is true.
And so, you know, we're not saying don't put yourself together or not embrace it, but also rise above that, because that is not the only thing. Pretty and what? Pretty and vacuous, pretty and what, right? And for how long will that prettiness last? And as I said before, you're also now competing with pretty girls who have things.
Exactly.
What about pretty girls who have them house? Pretty girls who have them vehicle? Pretty girls who have their businesses?
No, but there are some people who feel like my looks will carry me through the world.
It will carry you to a point.
Or my shapeliness will carry me
True.
through the world.
Yeah, man, it will carry you to a point, a world of abuse many times, a world of kick down, a world of disrespect, a world of having to dishonor yourself and your womanhood and your integrity. Me no more the one calling about the name, but look at Cassie. Sometimes I'm glad me no look exotic, you know. Some man like I'll pop that in a say I like me. You understand? Because and me no look like Cassie. Because according to Western philosophies or ideology,
aesthetics.
the aesthetics, right? Cassie would be a, you know, be pretty. But then me I say, well, look what Cassie undergo round there. Me I say, well, Father God, I'm glad me no look so.
You wouldn't have been invited to the party. You wouldn't have been invited to the party or
because
the after party.
look at all no more than a bed. They would have a camera on the fire brigade and put the big hose for me. So again, pretty and what? Pretty and scarred, pretty and traumatized. Because Dennis, no matter how much money Cassie has gotten, it will never erase the trauma, the degradation, the disrespect, the nastiness
Her husband is
to which she has been subjected.
Trying to heal those wounds.
But she have to try heal too. So again, pretty to what degree and to what it mean? Because again, no, when you have gone through so many things and so many things have been done to you, it scars you, it mars you. And you can be pretty on the outside, but because you're ugly on the inside, it comes out as well. So pretty to who? And to when?
And then the challenge that we face, and let me be clear, I'm not pronouncing any judgment on anybody who wants to fix anything. You want to fix something and you can afford to fix it, go and fix it. Fix it properly, I would hope, you know. But then people who become obsessed with being pretty, you know, when they get older and things start fading, those are the ones who become obsessed with filling here and filling there.
Body dysmorphia.
And then you become this one continuous the revolving door of surgery.
Because you know why?
Because
they're
you have
just
nothing
their
else.
looks.
Yeah.
You have nothing else. You have no substance. You have no depth.
So try to
you have
invest
no
in
range.
yourself.
Yeah, so my
invest
thing
in
is,
yourself.
of course, we all want to look good. We all want to be beautiful. We all want to, you know, wear the best, you know, feel the best and do the best, right? But your looks in and of itself is not everything. And beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Because you might be beautiful to somebody, and in the eyes of somebody else, you're not beautiful. You might be handsome to somebody, and in the eyes of somebody else, you're not handsome. And for me, it's a person's character. Persons would ask me, what kind of man me like, you know, type, in terms of physicality. I'm saying, I don't really have no physicality. I more look at the character of the person, how you love me, how you respect me, how you support me. You know what I mean? Your depth, your knowledge. Come African learn from me, because remember me afraid of Dunce bad. And Dunce is catching. I don't want to be around it.
It is.
Because
just like mediocrity
exactly. And excellence, right? So if you're around excellence, it will tend to lift you. You will want to be better, and you will strive for that, right? So Tash has a point, you know. It just can't be about the looks. And for how long? Because then it's me know, girl, where you're at in your teens, there, so you're at in your early 20s. You see when them hit 25, in the 30s. And then what is your currency?
You know, I often used
what's going to be your currency?
I often used to say to some of my students, I said, ma'am, you're not ugly. You're just broke. I said, you're bright. you're going to get a good job, you're going to get a good degree, you're going to get a good job. And like when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, your stocks will be rising. Just calm down.
But then I understand the angst that some persons can feel because, again, we denounce a lot of our African features and you're often made to feel like you're ugly, right? But don't buy into that. You're absolutely beautiful. And enough of what talk, trust and believe. They don't have far going. And especially when life happens to them and you see them in their later years after they leave high school or after they leave university and they've been around the mill and they've been ran through up and down and they've done the whole circuit, and when you look upon them, hello please, you say wow.
You see, you could say that. I could.
That's why I'm saying it.
You could say it.
Wow. It's like, look at you. You look like when knife angle in a kitchen pop off, you know. Wow. Life happened. Wow. So listen, ladies, your education, your ambition, your hard work, your dignity and your integrity, your womanhood means everything. And even if you may not look as how what society ascribes as beautiful, you are all beautiful. And your strength and your character will stand the test of time. You are beautiful, okay?
All right.
Good job. Also, for the person asking about Dr. Guyan Channel, who came in early to check in with us,
yes.
His office is called the Air, Hearing and Dizzy Center. The Air, Hearing and Dizzy Center, and they're located at Unit 1 Dennis at Winchester Business Center, and you can call them at 633-0108, 633-1312 to make your appointment. So that's the Ear, Hearing and Dizzy Center. They're located at Unit 1 at the Winchester Business Center, and you can call them to make your appointment, 633-0108 or 633-1312. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's where we're going to wrap the show for today. It's been a full morning from cyber security, cyber safety, to short form content on stage, to talking about substance and beauty.
Absolutely. Substance overhype every day, all day.
All day.
Longevity and your womanhood and your dignity and your decency, that means everything, and that will stand tall. Don't be caught up in the rat race. Be who you are. Stand for something.
If you win the rat
or
race,
fall for anything.
if you win the rat race, you're still a rat.
I like that. You see,
that's where we're gonna have to leave it for today. That's where we're gonna have to leave it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, up next tomorrow is
Tami. Hi, IT. How you doing?
Definitely.
Substance over hype, guys. Remember, stand up firm. You understand? Now watch the people them. You're pretty and nice, but we're not just do prettiness. We are do substance. Your bank account for pretty, your head for pretty. Now makes sense you have an expensive hair and your head empty, okay? But thanks to all our wonderful guests, and thanks to all of you for watching. And of course, when next you see us, we'll be happy to see you too. So have a great day. Remember, kindness is karma and kindness is magic. So please be as kind to as many people as you possibly can. Have a wonderful and a magnificent day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that's the spirit. When you fall on the ground, get up, pick up yourself. You can do it. Brush off your clothes and prepare for something else. And that's the spirit. No time for those. Get up, wake up and move. Put on your champion shoes. And tell the man in the mirror.